is a fun and informative lifestyle program that promotes positivity and good vibes.
Hello, 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 and welcome. Salamat po. Today is August 31, 2022, and we're broadcasting here via Facebook and YouTube. Yes. Thank you so much. This is your Mother B or your Mother Blagader. Yes. So we're going to be bringing to you lots of quality content, especially ang aga naman ng blooper mo, Mother B. Yes. So it's both fun and informative, hopefully. At kung magustuhan niyo yung mga information, by the way, before we proceed, I'd like to welcome everyone and keeps coming to the show. I hope you enjoy our content today, our stories. And yes, today is Wednesday, August 31, 2022. It's payday. Yes. So with that, let me share to you the story of Mother B before we proceed because there might be somebody who you've shared at ano to Mother B show na to ha. So share ko muna, flex muna natin what is the Mother B show is all about. Okay, hello, hello. We're now live. We are now doing multi-streaming. Hello, everyone. Hello to our Bigo Live family. This is your Mother B or your Mother Blagader. Yes, this is a wholesome, entertaining, and informative show. And I hope you will like this show today. Again, it's Wednesday. Wednesday na po. Yes, yes, yo. So, dalawang camera ang tinitignan ni Mother B. Well, yeah, kasama yan sa ating work. And then, I'm with Bigo Live, and today in Bigo Live, we are talking about Build Wealth Wednesday. To all our fans, to all our viewers, and thank you for all the hearts. Nagliliparan yung mga hearts sa Bigo Live. Ganito pala yung buhay sa live stream, no? But again, it's both for work and for advocacy. So today is Building Wealth Wednesday. As promised, every day we talk about different topics about brain and mental health, how it's connected to our well-being, and how can we find meaning in life. Our goal here is to maximize pleasure, minimize pain, and do the most good. So how can you do the most good if you yourself is not helping yourself? So hashtag self-care po tayo. Yes. Thank you so much. You have amazing eyes daw, sabi ni Jack. But nevertheless, we already have a viewer, and oh my gosh, Eunice Nicole, thank you for watching from the Philippines. Love, love, mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you to all our friends. RJ, thank you in Bigo Live. Yes, so it is quite exciting today because it's all about the money, money, money. It's about the money, money, money. Ano, money? Peanut or money? Yes, well, again, last week we talked about how financial health is connected to our mental health, right? So they said that money makes the world go round. Yes, it makes the world go round because it fuels the economy. Okay, so again, this show is educational, informational, informative, and also fun because, you know, one thing for sure is if you have a positive view in life, you cannot stop, you know, smiling. You know, you cannot give if you do not have, right? So Of course, trying hard si Mother B dito na mag-give what I have. And time, time, yes, time is an investment too. So you have to remember that it is important if we give time to everyone. Thank you for giving time to the Mother B show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, for all our Bigo viewers and fans and families, I will do the shout out later if you don't mind, because I'm gonna continue to talk about positive stuff, and somehow we will learn something about this. Okay, because remember, if you are not in tune with all these things happening around, negativity, the bad vibes, you will be affected. Yeah. Well, for me, I am. So this is my way of stepping up and making a difference. I don't know about you, but again, welcome to the show and thank you for coming over. I really appreciate your time here. And so I hope this makes sense. So today is mental health, building wealth, no? And connection with mental health. So last week we talked about what did we talk about, Mother B? So how does financial wellness affect our health? But mostly, why is financial wellness important? So we have mentioned that last week, right? That financial wellness or health is important because if we always say health is wealth. Remember, that's an old saying. Health is wealth. But how about if you do not have wealth and your health is bad, right? So, right, okay, let me process it again. If your health is bad, for sure your wealth will be affected. Worse, if you do not have the wealth and your health is bad. I don't know what to think now, but one thing for sure, you need money if you get sick. That's it, right? And you need money to be healthy too. So we're not saying that it's all about the money, but yeah, there's a song Money, Money, Money. But remember, it's all about financial wellness. It's not just the money, but your asset, your resources. What do you have today? When you say, okay, Mother B, you're talking about money. What if I don't have? No problem. You have time, right? You don't need much money if you don't have. You mean to say you don't need money as long as you have time. Because if you don't have time, then you don't have money. What's that, Mother B? I'm getting confused. Wala pa, good vibes lang to. Because again, we're sharing positivity and good vibes. We're sharing information. We're sharing, real stuff here. This is good stuff, right? This is good stuff. We're talking about financial wellness. So last week we talked about that, and remember, it is affecting our mental health too. Why? Data shows that there is a strong link between financial wellness and mental health, of course. Many problems and money problems, remember, money problems and mental health issues are intrinsically, in short, it's connected. Oh my gosh. Intrinsically linked. Okay. So, according to the money and mental health. So, remember, there is now an institute, Money and Mental Health Policy Institute. Poor finances often lead to stress and anxiety that can further impact finances. And last week, I shared to you about my journey towards debts, towards finding work, towards making sure that my debt and my income is balanced. Otherwise, my mental health will not be balanced too. Why? You get a lot of anxiety. You worry too much, especially if the credit card companies are bugging you in via email, via letters, whatever. So it's really annoying. So yes, it is linked together, whether you like it or you like it. Whether you like it or not, it's really connected to each other. Okay? So yes, so by the way, while I'm also doing the multi live stream, I'm doing live stream in Bigo Live and also live streaming in YouTube and Facebook. Yes, so we also have friends who are walking along the neighborhood and saying, "Hi, hello, I'm gonna watch your show. We're in your neighborhood." So by the way, thank you everyone for watching, for taking time. I know time check. It's already, what's the time? 11:05 here in the morning in Central Standard Time in Texas, South America. Southern part of Texas, and also it's around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. in California, in the Pacific Standard Time. Okay, in the western side of the world, western side of the U.S. On the eastern side of the U.S., it's 1 plus hour away from us. It's already 12 noon in New York, in Pennsylvania, where I came from before. So now we're here, and in the Philippines, it's 13-hour difference advanced. They're already September 1. We're still in August 31. Okay, just to make sure we are in sync together. And thanking everyone, for our fans, for those who joined Bigo Live, YouTube, and Facebook, because this is an advocacy, and I hope that it makes sense to us, no? Because this is real talk. So again, there is a link. No? Now we move forward to how does financial wellness affect health? Okay, so research shows that financial stress manifests itself with regard to mental health, okay, as well. People in debt, people in debt, yung may mga utang, okay, have higher rates, really have higher rates of mental health issues like depression and anxiety compared to those who are debt-free. I guess it's obvious because those who doesn't have debt will not worry, right? And those who have debts, those who have payables, will really worry a lot, if especially if they don't have money to pay, right? So it's just common sense. But many doesn't have that common sense too, including me. That is why it is my personal goal and advocacy to learn every day about how mental health is connected to our well-being in the areas of finances, in the areas of our brain health, in the areas of our spirituality, our social engagements with people, because we need to be real. We need real talk here. Okay? Yeah, we like the social media platform. It's entertaining. We watch different presentations of different individuals, but at the end of the day, does it pay my bill? Or is it adding up to my bills? Okay? That's what I'm questioning myself. Hey, Leah, if you spend too much in social media and you're not gaining something out of it, okay, does it pay your bill? So now it's like a light bulb moment to me, Mother B. That okay, I'll just have to do what I need to do. I enjoy doing live streaming, I enjoy talking, I enjoy connecting with people, but even if I enjoy, I need also to enjoy paying my debts. Kailangan ko pa rin magbayad ng utang ko kasi ang credit card hindi naman na-enjoy pag hindi ka nagbabayad. Okay? Tapos dito pa sa States, here in the US, you have to make sure that your credit score is high. Otherwise, you won't get any other offers to borrow more. Yeah, it's difficult if you do not have a credit score here. How can you avail of houses? How can you rent? When you rent, merong mga background investigation, and then also your credit score might be asked, or how good are you when it comes to payment. Okay, so there's a lot of things involved, especially with all this technology right away. Then they can even check your background, the way you pay, your credit history. OMG. So it's not easy to be in this world right now, especially if you're in the old school category. Okay. Hello, Mother B. Hello. Oh my gosh. My friend Charisse and my neighbor, Love Thy Neighbor. Thank you, Charisse, for treating Mother B yesterday in our mid-snack / dinner date, the mom she dates. So it's good to hang out with you yesterday. Yeah, we need social engagement. That's why pati yung Bigo Live, kinareer na talaga ni Mother B as part of the social engagement thing, and also to deliver what I need to deliver and to meet people and at the same time learn from them and also learn from you guys. So thank you so much for giving time. So talking about money and time, if you have time, you can produce more money. But sometimes if we have money and we don't have time, that's another question. But let's not talk about it. Let's talk about first financial wellness, financial literacy, and how it's connected to mental health. Okay, so time check. What is the time, Mother B? Oh, it's already 15 minutes and 18 seconds of broadcast. OMG, how time flies. Now, see, remember, we're still talking about time again. So let me continue. Okay, so yes, so people in debt. no? May utang have higher rates of mental health issues like depression and anxiety compared to those who are debt-free. That's according to the www.useorigin.com. So it's the write-up about it. So how are wellness and mental health related? Yeah, it's connected whether you like it or not, all right? What are the 7 ways that it can improve? I'm looking at Google. So it's important to read, but we have also to qualify and filter what we're talking about here. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Okay, so now we're basing on money in your mental health. Why financial literacy matters. Okay, now that we understand that if our financial wellness is not well, if our financial health is not well, even our health will be affected. That's it. Now, how to prevent all those problems that will come in the future if you are not prepared? Remember, iba ang may alam. Okay? So, it's like, this is an article by Money Masters Data. It's an app actually, no? So, according to the app, www.moneymasters.app, okay? It's a blog. Money and Your Mental Health, Why Financial Literacy Matters. It says here, it's published in February 2022. Okay? So many of us has been there before, that feeling in the pit in our stomach, like, your gut is like about to to go out, to get out of you. Meaning, kung sa Bisaya, pakabuhion ka ba? Have you ever experienced if you are stressed that your gut is like acting up and it's like separating from your own body? It's not just like fear of public speaking. The worst is fear of payment and the creditors. That your gut is really affected. Have you ever wondered or have you ever felt that? So, like unexpected bill, even if it's expected bill, your gut will really, act up for sure. So, and also, worst if there are medical emergencies. You can never schedule, like, you can never tell your body, okay, on December, because that's the month that I will receive bonuses. Maybe you can act up and we can do some emergency medical procedure. No, you cannot tell your body when to go to the hospital. You cannot even predict it, but you can prevent it. Okay? You cannot predict, but you can prevent. So part of prevention, sabi nga, prevention is better than cure. Does it make sense? Yes. So maybe it's from a medical emergency that nobody could have predicted, or a taxman, or something wrong with your tax filing, and then they said, oh, you have to pay us more. Okay, so oh my gosh, so that's worse. So yeah, so there are a lot of circumstances in life that we cannot control, like the pandemic. Who would expect that somebody will experience that in our lifetime, right? It's not like 1 week or 2 weeks. It's two 2 years and more. In fact, we're still in the pandemic. They did not lift yet the pandemic period, right? We're still here. We're still in this world together. So yeah, how should we deal with this kind of stress? That's the question. Okay, Mother B, how will we deal with this kind of stress then? And is there any way to eliminate it from our lives? Right now, I don't know the answer, but for sure, it's part of our journey. So one thing for sure is we have to be educated, because yesterday I talked about spirituality and mental health, and most people have a negative mindset about people who suffering from mental health illness because they don't know. If they don't know, there's always the fear of the unknown. They then don't know how to handle the person, so most likely it's negative. No, it's counter to the what we expect to be for empathy. Like we don't feel, we don't empathize with the person, we just judge them. That's the effect of having a negative mindset when somebody is ill with a mental health disorder. Now, what about money? What about debt? Everyone has debt. I don't know if somebody doesn't have debts, okay? Because we're all indebted because of the loan that the government is getting from other countries. So we are really required to do that and pay our taxes. So it's kind of like, okay, you can never take away taxes. That's one of the inevitable. Hindi mo maiwasan ang tax, right? Okay, so Well, the answer might just lie in a financial literacy. Again, at the end of the day, you have to be informed. At the end of the day, okay, Mother P, now that we know that there's a link between financial health, wellness, and mental health, what will we do? That's the good question. Because remember, like in mathematics, if you have a problem, there is a solution. Okay? And if you don't have the solution, that's another problem that you have to solve. Okay? So it's a never ending problem, solution, problem, solution. So there's a solution. Thank God for that. It's financial literacy. Mother B, sounds like heavy. Financial literacy. Do I still have time to do that? Yes. Yes, you still have time as long as you had debt. As long as you have debts or as long as may utang ka pa, kailangan matuto tayo. Like me, I'm really talking to myself right now. Okay? This is just the upgraded version of talking to myself. Hey, Mother B, you need to learn financial literacy. Otherwise, you will undergo another stress cycle again. And I'm talking also to our friends out here in Bigo Live. Okay, so and to our audience in the Mother B show, yes. What will we do now? What's the solution? First things first, we have to learn. So by the way, this show is all about positivity and good vibes. Okay, we're not saying that we know everything. That's why we're learning together. So disclaimer, huh? I'm not an expert. I'm just like you, learning and having this journey of financial literacy because we need this because I don't want to be stressed. That's it. Well, if you want to be stressed, go ahead and do your life the way you're doing it right now. Because the heart of Mother B, the heart of this show, there's a reason why I do what I do. So the very reason why I do the show is I believe in Philippians 4 verse 8. Philippians 4 verse 8, it's all about, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is what? Whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. It's really no-brainer. Whatever is good, just think about it. Whatever is bad, then neglect it. Because it will really affect you, really, from your health. It starts with your brain. There are chemical balances in your brain that you need to balance. Okay, there are transmitters on your brain that you need to balance, and then of course you have to think right. You have to make sure that your mind is thinking correctly, and your body follows. And especially your mind and your gut are together. Don't you know that your gut is your second brain? Not yet, right? So remember, when you're hungry, you don't feel, you cannot think well because your gut is overtaking your brain. It's dictating your body. You have to eat. Otherwise, you cannot think well. Even how good you are in fasting, when the time comes that your body needs food, you have to feed it. True. Okay? So, yes, yo. Thank you so much for all the support. By the way, shout out to my agency, J. Hawkins Agency. Mr. Schumann, thank you very much for supporting Mother B in learning how to navigate to Bigo Live. So, I appreciate you, sir. So, now, going back. So, Philippians 4 verse 8. Okay? Now, then also the Romans 12 verse 2, that be transformed by the renewing of our minds. Okay? So we need to transform by the renewing of our minds. We do not conform to the pattern of this world. Then you will be able to, His will is His good, pleasing, and perfect will. Yes, that's the reason why we have the Mother B show. That's my guiding light. That's my North Star. Okay? It's like I'm a travel guide. So I'm used to reading maps. I'm used to navigating. I'm used to, going to destination and making sure I arrive in the destination, right? Because that's my job. I have to make sure that my guest will not be lost, especially the guide, right? So I need a guiding light. I need a North Star. I need something to guide me. Even I'm surrounded with mentors. I'm surrounded with mentors, doctors, experts, really. Though they don't know me personally, but I follow them by watching their seminars, conferences in YouTube, reading their books, listening to their books, reading different articles, verifying different information. It's a different, what's a day in the life of Mother B? Okay, what is the typical day for Mother B? Early in the morning, meditation, making sure that my mind is, I wake up at the right side of the bed. That's first things first. I have to make sure that I wake up properly and I've gathered enough sleep, although sometimes I do not sleep much because I have to do something. But yes, we have to make sure that our sleep is balanced, no? And then also read. Stimulate our brains by means of reading. Reading information that will help you, not information that will make you depressed. No, I'm really allergic to that. Totoo yan. Allergic ako yan sa mga ano. So, hinay-hinayon ko lang Bisaya kay diri man gud sa Bigo Live hinahanglan ko mag-English. By the way, this show is multilingual. I speak English, I speak Filipino, of course, our national language. I speak our dialect. Yeah, and sometimes I speak alien language. Shudi girl kay ana gyud. So kinahanglan si Mother B magbasa, reading every morning first before going live because I cannot talk something if I don't read. Okay, so yes, financial literacy. Literacy is very important. You have to educate yourself first. Like, okay, it's no difference there's no difference when it comes to learning how to cook. If you want to eat good meal, then learn how to cook, right? Now, if you want to be debt free or minimize your depression and anxiety because of debt or mishandling of our finances, then you have to learn how not to do it. Okay, Mother B, I don't have finances to manage. Oh, that's easy. Then learn how to find a job. Learn to be productive. Magtrabaho, magbanat ng buto, huwag sigig ayuda. Hindi maganda yan, yung kanang sige ka lang pangayo, hihingi-hingi ka lang. No, hindi talaga maganda yan because number one, it's a burden to somebody. Nothing in this world is free. There's no such thing as free lunch. There's always an exchange. Either somebody is supporting you or somebody is liable to support you. So either you become an asset or a liability. That's the choice. Really. That's wala nang iba. Either you contribute to this world or you consume. Or you become the problem of this world. So it's up to us to decide where do we want to be in this world. So that's how you find meaning in your life. Remember, this show is real talk, real show, just like your mom talking to you. Yeah, last night I was hanging out with some of my big friends, okay, and they're having this multi-live thingy, and then I happened to join, and one of our friends there, oh, you remind me of your mom because she's half Filipina daw. Ko tama because the Mother B show is really a universal mommy thing. It's like, oh, here we go again. I thought I'm done with my mom. Then there's another show that, it reminds me of my mom. Pasensya na po ha. Ito talaga yung style ng show ko eh. Parang nanay nagsigigyaw-yaw diri sa kahaningan. Anyway, let's go back, okay? So, now we move to financial literacy. But before anything else, now time check is 29. We're broadcasting already 29 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's have a break and let's do some shout out, okay? What do you think? Let's do some shout out. Mother B, welcome to the... Of course, what's the latest is Mother B pa shout out. This is the shout out time moment. Yes, yo. Welcome to the Mother B show. This is your Mother Plagader, your host today. Shout out. Let me change my music for my shout out. Okay, hold on. All right, there you go. Alright, now let's do some shout out. Ako, marami-rami babasahin ko rito sa Bigo Live. Okay, let's start with who? OMG, thank you for joining. Thank you for sending beats. Please send beats so I can propagate the beats. I needed to survive in the Bigo Live app, okay? Please. Thank you so much. Thank you first to my Jay Hawkins Talent Agency. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Mother Beat Show. Okay? So, Maria Jimena. Thank you so much for joining the Mother Beat Show. Hola. And then RJ, thank you. You're so adorable. Thank you so much. Arigato. Domo arigato. Shit, yeah. Yes, muchas gracias, Jack. You have amazing eyes. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Sabi daw, amazing eyes. Okay. So, yes, you oh. Oh my gosh. Hindi ko na sasabihin. Kasi ano tayo rito. Wholesome. But you make me laugh, Jack. You're funny, okay? So, yes, Bryson, thank you so much. Vigo TV 06893, thank you for all the roses. Thank you for our streamers, our commenters, our likers, our sharers. Please share, like, follow, subscribe, and always catch me up at Vigo Live. Malik Jones, thank you. Jessie, thank you. Amil Clar Espinal, thank you. Ito na naman tayo sa basahan ng Lotto. ID 8414. Katrabaho lang si Mother B ha para may papayad sa app. Kailangan to, ang sa gingon pa pamugas. ID 841145 again. ID 8411452250. Join. Thank you so much. David Alvarado, marami pong salamat. Thank you. Kaya, I can get a follow back. Can I get a follow back? Sure, I'll go back to you. Okay, dear? When I'm done with my stream. Okay? Last son of Britain. Thank you. Thank you so much, Moselle Dixon. So, oh my gosh, naglinya ang mga. And thank you sa mga viewers natin. Somebody's viewing in our stream right now. Thank you so much. Please magkandang kayo. Comment. Please comment. And you enjoy the party. So, now we're talking about financial wellness, okay? Colin Mayers, my colleague in Chick-fil-A. Meet you guys. Thank you so much. Moselle Dixon, Chauncey Riley, okay? Thank you. Let's meet up with our friends later. We'll do that. I'm just doing a talk show right now, so I'm multi-streaming. So, Mr. King, David Every, thank you. Cristo Vergara, Tablan, Disruptor, Joshua, Free to Play, ID 812-612-804. Bingo! Thank you for joining. Biggie, 82807-5058. Hindi talaga biro magtrabaho. Sa totoo lang, trabaho to. Kinarir na talaga to ni Madaldi. Felix Beltran, Daniel Carlos. Okay, thank you, Papoy. Si Papoy nandito. South G, Topper, Jairo, Shyman, ID 827159737. Hello, I love you 144. Cash, si Baby Pink, hello. Christina Guzman, Gustavo, Christopher John, LL Joy. Appreciate if you can throw me some beans. I need to exist here. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love. Hindi talaga biro yung magla-live stream ko. Oh my gosh. LL, Rebel, Pure AF Bro, James, Clayton again, Pedro Corona, ID 8529-50832, 809-137-199. Ano pero pinagsasabi mo, Mother B? ID yun ng ating mga guests. Oh my gosh. Jerry Petty, Dodge, Barao. Okay, then they like the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Said it. CD Tubular, Albert Stormy, ba't madami? Zaytoven, baka pang forever na yata itong aking tawagan na. For her, 854-287-669. Aldo, thank you. Jamal Hassan, hello. ID 7812-840-92669-95172. Red Tiger, William Brown, wala bang Wala bang white flower? Adrian, Ausar X92, Eddie, hello, 788-78466, Francisco Ruiz, Dolo, Rogue Sigma, Darlo, Oliwen, hello, Kitty, Jeffrey Molina, hello, Blazer 94, Eric Hoffman, Josie Serrano, Daryl Henderson, Arab said, okay, hanggang doon lang muna si Mother B kasi parang nawawalan ako ng hininga. OMG! Welcome to the Mother B Show and of course, with matching, ano ba itong aking cellphone, alarm, call center, at iba pa. Okay, time check. It's 11:30, so we will proceed, okay? So we're broadcasting 35 minutes now. So now we go back to our talk. So Mother B, what's our talk again? I did not remember. What is our talk, Mother B? Hold on. Okay, we're back. Remember, this show is only for good vibes, ha? For good vibes lang. Huwag maboboard pag magtatawag si Mother B ng mga numbers kasi they are, sometimes, kung hindi sila, I don't know how does it work, but they don't use any showbiz name or, their streaming name. They just use their ID name. So that's fine. That's how it works. So Mother B is really working every day. I have to meet my number of hours quota as a live host. And that's my job. Really, that's the job of Mother B. Thank you so much, especially to my YouTube and Facebook family, okay? You help me a lot, especially our viewers who are still watching the Mother B show. It's not easy to watch this lady talking to you. Oh my gosh. Like, really, she's like my mom. She keeps on talking, and talking. Okay, let's proceed, okay? Okay, let's be serious now. Joke. Okay, so, also, I will share to you a quote for today. Okay? So we have to for us to have something to remind ourselves. Like, okay, what's the story, Mother B? Okay, why do we have this quote for the day? Let me change my background para naman mas maganda. Okay, so the quote for the day is this. I'll show you so that we will see our quote for today. Medyo lang. Bear with me. Para mamaya, makabasa ako ng basa, wala pala, hindi nyo pala nakikita. Okay, this is it. Okay, learn. Did you see? Okay, can you see that? Learn to be disciplined. That's the quote for today. Learn to be disciplined because you won't always be motivated. Again, learn to be disciplined because you won't always be motivated. Whenever I post this to my timeline, it's really talking to myself. Why? Because nowadays, especially if you don't have regular work, when you say regular work, like it's an 8 to 5 work or a part-time work, wherein you spend at least 4 hours a day being employed. Okay? So this is what I learned from the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. I'm listening to the book actually, and I'm following Robert Kiyosaki. Right? If you know Robert Kiyosaki, he's also half Filipino, half Japanese. Okay? So, iba talaga mga Pinoy. Yes, yo! Yay! Mabuhay ang Pinoy. Right. Isa yan sa mga bigating mga wealthiest, no? One of the wealthiest publishers, influencer, motivator, speakers here in the USA. He was born in in Hawaii. So he lived there. That's why he experienced the Rich Dad, Poor Dad story. So he wrote a book. It's phenomenal. It's a best-selling book even at this time. He even created a game board, a game when it comes to building wealth. So that's what's a major. So that's why what I learned I learned a lot from him, and then I'm sharing what I've learned because he said when you share what you learn, you're learning more, right? So it's like reading his book and then learning from the people surrounding him. He also have mentors. He also have experts in his team that help him when it comes to taxes and all the things that needed to build his wealth and for his family. So it's an ideal thing for me personally. Again, disclaimer, it's up to you whether you like what I'm talking or not. I'm just sharing, okay? So I got this from Robert Kiyosaki, and I considered him as my mentor right now when it comes to financial literacy. I'm reading his books of his colleagues, book of the people who surrounding him. So it's good to think rich rather than think poor. Okay? Start acting rich, okay? Huwag kang mag-isip na poor ka. Poor na nga, tapos mukha pa tayong poor. Right? So how to be motivated? Of course, well, it's not easy to be motivated, but me, I'm motivated by the life of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki and Kim Kiyosaki, and also to our different mentors, spiritual, financial, social. You have to be surrounded by mentors. No? You have to be surrounded by people who will help you to meet your goal. So learn to be disciplined, because you know what? Not all the days you're going to be motivated, especially if you are undergoing issues in life. Okay? How can you be motivated if you're depressed? How can you be motivated if you feel down? right? That's why this is hashtag self-care. This show is hashtag self-care. We're talking about taking care of you, taking care of us, because we cannot be productive. We cannot give if we don't have. Now, moving forward, if you're not disciplined, then it's going to be hard for us to keep on being motivated because sometimes we don't get the motivations all the time. Okay? You just have to remember that you have to take care of yourself, make sure you're disciplined. Honestly, it's not easy to be in live streaming because on my day-to-day basis, I have now to fine-tune my schedule. No, I'm really having some issues and challenges with my schedule yet. Like, for example, I have to decide what time is the best time for me to live stream, to talk to you guys, to, to be connected. So I have to adjust. Hi, Marcy! Hi, Marcy Palawan! I got it already. May send akong picture sa'yo. Thank you for watching the Mother Bee Show. Yes, so it's really a challenge, but I like the challenge because number one, before I just blog whatever I wanted to, spur of the moment. I just feel like blogging, but nothing is happening. But now I'm what's this? I'm motivated. I am trying to be disciplined when it comes to time. Honestly, this is real talk. No, I'm not pretending I'm disciplined enough, but I started by making sure that my bed is when I wake up, I have to make sure that the whole day my bed is fixed because that's the first thing that you know. If you want to be disciplined, discipline yourself, fix your bed first. Don't wait for others to fix it for you. So if you're gonna be disciplined, first discipline yourself by fixing your bed. Discipline yourself by sleeping well. Discipline yourself by, you have to do that disciplining thing. Otherwise, you won't get it from always being motivated because not all the time you're going to be motivated, but all the time if you're disciplined, you can do your routines. Okay, so that's the thing that I am used to now. No, successful people really fix their bed on their own. Kahit pa when I go to a hotel, I don't just rely on housekeepers because I know how hard they work. So, lessen the load. Make sure your bed is decent enough for them to clean. Okay, so yeah, discipline is learn to be disciplined. Learn to be disciplined because you won't always be motivated. Thank you. That's our quote for today. All right, so moving forward, now let's move back to financial literacy. Financial literacy, as any other literacy, you have to know before you can do it. Otherwise, if you don't know, that's the problem because the fear of the unknown is really terrifying. It can create you, it can give you lots of mental health issues. Number one, worry. Okay. If you don't know, then you're going to worry. All right. Especially when we talk about resiliency and disaster prevention. If you don't know there is a storm coming, then it's about time for you to worry. At least this one, it's controllable. With the financial literacy, okay, let's move forward. Financial literacy. Financial literacy is... The answer is financial literacy, which refers. It's all about our ability to comprehend, think, use different financial skills. Okay, so like Marcy just graduated from college, so for sure he's already thinking of, okay, what will I do if I work in this company, if I work in this agency, right, Marcy? Then what would be my financial standing? For sure you have thought about it, right? So it's not like, okay, kaya sira-sira, bahala na si Batman. Hindi pwede yun. Kailangan magplano and then gain financial skills like budgeting. Budgeting is a financial skill. Simple as budgeting. Like when you're a student, you budget your money for food, money for transportation, money for your allowances. It's still budgeting. Okay? After all, there's always a saying. Knowledge is power. Okay? If you have the knowledge, you have the power, the energy to do what you need to do. Right, really? Mother B, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, but most of the brain doesn't think about it. Yeah, sometimes the most uncommon is our common sense. So yes, knowledge is power, right? And as such, in this case, when it comes to our finances, we need knowledge too. Been there, done that. It's a hard road to take. I'm in my Generation X days already. I only have a few years, like if few years to work, so I can travel. Yeah, because I know how it feels to travel. Remember, I've been a professional guide for 10 years, a tour director, and it's so fun, I tell you. Yes. It's even more fun if you are paid to travel. Meaning your job is to travel. Oh my gosh. That's the best thing in life, okay? So travel makes you richer. That's the only thing that makes you richer. Richer in experiences. Okay? Knowledge is power. And such the case when it comes to our finances, the more we learn and know, the better we can control this aspect of our lives, which thereby reduces anxiety. Okay? Yeah, right? We love to travel, especially if you have money to travel. Thank you. Yeah, it's common. Yeah, that's what we need. But it's not in our sense right now. It's like my manager, oh, too much na yung aking sound effects. But sige lang, malingaw man po ko, ani ba? Ako na lang yung kakatawa, ani. Bitaw? It's you know what's my bucket list? I got lots of bucket lists. I need to go to Venice. I need to go to all these places on earth na napakaganda. Experience life to the fullest. Would you like that? Do you like that lifestyle and you have all the money to spend? Right? But how can you visit places? How can you experience life to the fullest? Help others, finding meaning in life. Increase your pleasure if you don't even have the money to pay your debts. And then you keep on worrying. If you keep on worrying, your body will follow. Then you will be anxious. Then you will have health problems. Then you will not be productive. Then, if in the end, that's the end. I don't like that. You know what? Mental health illness is one of the leading causes of disability in the US. How much more in the other side of the world? On the other side of the world, in other countries. But because it's not being measured much. Why? It's not being talked about like this. So that's why we stepped up. The Mother Bee Show is stepping up to make a difference, informing as much as I could, learning together with you that it is important for us to have this kind of financial literacy portion of the week. So I'm learning here as well. Like I'm surrounded now with mentors and people who deal with a lot of opportunities when it comes to learning. Okay, so yes. So thank you to all my mentors. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for you staying here in the Mother Bee Show. Oh my gosh, it's not easy to listen to this girl, to this lady. But we're learning together. Financial literacy. Okay, let's go back to financial literacy. Mother Bee, you're talkative. Of course, this is a talk show. Okay, so what else do we need to know? Okay, so let me share to you before we end this live. Anyway, we still have time. According to Bungalow, it's like a real estate online app, something Chuva. So it's from www.bungalow.com. It's an article. The 5 key components. Okay, what are the 5 key components according to this report of financial literacy? So according to the Federal Reserve in 2016, over half of Americans across all income levels are worried about their finances. Who's not? Okay, so especially after the pandemic or during the pandemic, right? So some financial challenges may be out of your control, mostly out of our control, but financial planning, remember, financial planning can equip you, bibigyan ka ng kakayahan to handle whatever comes your way because you plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Again, Mother Bee, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Okay? If you don't have a plan, you are going to be failing eventually. That's it. Okay? So, being empowered to make good financial choices is called financial literacy. You're empowered to do something to help yourself, and that's called financial literacy. Yeah, and it's something that every adult needs. Of course, hindi pa naman nagtatrabaho yung mga anak natin and we are in the working age, then we have to think and do that. Otherwise, who will? Okay? So, now this is the point. What is financial literacy? Yeah, financial literacy is thrown around. It's not being fluent in accounting lingo. Hindi masyado, hindi pinag-uusapan, just like mental health. But according to the United States Treasury's financial literacy, of course, kasama sa show ni Mother B ang mga blooper edition. According to the United States Treasury's Financial Literacy and Education Commission, financial literacy is the ability to use your knowledge and skills, KS, knowledge, skills, to manage your financial resources effectively. Okay? May kakayahan kang mag-manage sa kung anumang nang financial resources mo dyan effectively for a lifetime of financial well-being. So let's break it down together. It's about your ability, your knowledge, and skills to manage, not take care of it. Financial resources. What are you going to manage? Of course, your financial resources, your money, your time, your assets. Okay? So, tangible asset and intangible asset. Mother B, what are those? Asset is what you have, but it has to be income generating. Otherwise, it's called liability. Ask your accountant. I just heard that from my mentors anyway, and then I've also thought, yeah, it makes sense, so why not share it? If it's income generating, it's called asset. If it's not income generating and you have that, it's your personal belonging, it's called liability because it's gonna depreciate. The value of that now will not be the value of your belonging next day or tomorrow or after a year. Remember that. It's not the same cost as today. So if you want to sell, for example, your shoes and your shoes is very stinky, for sure, nobody will buy that. Okay, but if you buy a second-hand shoes and it's still in good condition, perhaps you can still market it, you can still sell it, but it's not the same price that you have bought it. That's why we have lots of garage sale in the US. Okay? 2.5 na lang halos yung mga halaga ng mga mahalin nilang gamit because, it's not worth it anymore compared to its previous worth. Okay? So, right. So, effectively for a lifetime of financial well-being. So up to when do we need this financial well-being? Until we're still alive. And then we can transfer our wealth, our finances, or whatever resources that we have to our family. So lack of financial capability can make it hard to make major financial decisions. We don't have the freedom to spend because you don't have money to spend anyway. So now, it's time for us to decide, like to open our minds. Ano ka ba? Open-minded ka ba? Like opening the right kinds of bank accounts, planning for retirement, and paying off personal debts. So, you have to have your bank account. Of course, you have to put your money wherever. Hindi lang sa piggy bank. Baka mamaya iba na yung magbit-bit sa mga alkansya mo at baka mamaya butas na. So, you have to plan it out. Again, plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's it. Wala na pag-uusapan. Planning for retirement. So I'm in this stage right now, right? Although I look young. But honestly, I'm giving myself a timeline, a deadline. With this X number of years, if I am still alive, inshallah, God willing, I have to make sure that I have the capacity to build wealth and enjoy and have meaning to my life and, maximize pleasure. Okay? Now, the question is, how about you? What's your plan? What are you doing right now? Good. If you would like to leave a comment, I would really appreciate that. Share to me what's in your mind, right, when it comes to this topic. For sure, I hope it makes sense, right, about financial literacy because we're gonna dig deep in this kind of talk every time that you see the Mother B Show, God willing, every Wednesday. Yes, thank you so much. So, time check, it's 54 minutes and 46 seconds na nagbo-broadcast si Mother B. And we're now in the 5 components of financial literacy. So, what are these, Mother B? Okay, but before anything else, again, so how can you become financially literate? Let's get straight to the point, Mother B. How can I be financially literate? Yes. Or financially educated. You don't need a financial degree. You don't need to be in finance or enroll in a course. But if you have time for short courses, well, do it. But you don't need to, if you're 50 years old, you don't need to go to school and take a degree on this. No, it's it's like you have to be street smart because we don't have much time. We have to be wiser nowadays. So makinig na lang kayo you just watch the Mother B show. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We just learn from those mentors, learn from those people who wrote about it, who studied about it, and then apply. So how can we become financially literate? Well, some high schools and colleges are offering courses on money management, but if yours didn't or you will looking for a fresher, start with simple concepts. Start with simple concept like watching the Mother B show. Right? Or read. Find some good reads. Find some books that will, that is like books for dummies. I have lots of that. Books for dummies, like 101. Knowledge 101. Okay, knowledge about real estate, knowledge about life insurance, knowledge about savings, budgeting. It's all about 101. Because when you're in college, if you are in your first and second semesters in college, you have your 101 or your fundamental courses. That's what they call it, 101. Okay? There are 5 key components according to the Financial Literacy and Education Commission. There are 5 key components of financial literacy. Mother B, parang naman nosebleed na ko, ani. Bear with me. Remember, if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So let's plan on going through this, okay? 5 key components of financial literacy. First, earn. Ayan. Ouch. Mother B, unang-unang component. Maigo, mantalayon, oy. Unsa to? Earn. You have to find income, of course. Don't just rely on anybody else. Otherwise, you become a liability. That's true. That's general, universal. Wherever you are in the world, you have to earn. Okay? That's what the commission says. Earn. Then number 2, spend. If you're earning, then you spend. Spend wisely, of course. Okay? Ano yung sinasabi sa earn? You have to understand that you need to work before you can start spending, saving, investing. You need to know how much money you make. That's what I mean. If you make the same amount each month, this part is pretty easy. Take a good look at your paycheck. If you're earning, then identify your gross and net income. How much is my total salary minus the expenses? How much is my money in the pocket? Or how much money do I still need to pay my debtors? Now, I still have debt. I'm beginning to earn income, but I have to make sure it's balanced and, the income is higher than your debt. Otherwise, that's another cause of stress. That's why I'm planning not to be stressed. If you plan to fail, you fail to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay? So, and any other deductions such as employer-sponsored health insurance is employee-sponsored health insurance, retirement plan. Because what's the point of working if they're not taking care of you anyway? So make sure your employer is taking care of you. They're just not using you. Remember that. That's what Mother B said. It's not in the book, but I told you. Makes sense, right? You have to make sure you take care of your people. That's it. True. Okay? So, calculating your income can be a little more difficult, but if you know how to write, then write and, check it out. It's still important. Earn. Learn how to calculate gross and net income based on your historical earnings. Once you determine your monthly net income, you're ready to spend. Sabi daw, responsibly. That's my ouch moment for Mother B because when I was earning, I'm spending irresponsibly. That's my secret. That's the cause of my stress right now. With a personal budget, okay? So yeah, no delay and sound effect, but that's true. So a personal budget, spend. Number 2, spend. Creating a personal budget. Kailangan mag-budget. Have a budget, okay? I'm talking to myself. Personal budget is just a plan for how you want to spend your money, but it's also the most important useful tool for achieving your financial goal. So if you have a goal, you have to budget. You have to know where you can work with your money or not. And then that's it. So now you know where to go. To create a monthly personal budget, you'll need to track your spending. That's it. Track your spending. So in the popular 50-30-20 budgeting rule. So what is the 50-30-20 budgeting rule, Mother B? For those who want to get into the nitty-gritty of our spending habits, let's talk about it soon. Not now. Basta budget. There's a principle on that, 50-30-20, etc., etc. Number 3, save. When you earn, spend reasonably, responsibly, and then save. Save, determining your financial goals. What are you saving about? Everyone knows it's important to save money, but it's hard to spend less than you earn without. It's hard to spend less than you earn without specific financial goal to work towards. So you have to have something to work towards to. Why are you saving? Right? Your financial goals will depend on your unique situation. Every situation is unique, understandably, but it should include saving for emergency fund. Remember, that's what you call this non-negotiable. You should have an emergency fund. Planning for retirement, okay? Ouch. Saving for a big purchase like a home or a car, and paying off your personal debts. Shing shing. That's what. It's really talking to me. I don't know with you, but it's talking to me. So let me go back. What are the emergency fund? Of course, like financial setback, like if you don't have a job, like me, I don't have a job, like I'm not earning the same amount that I'm earning for the past 2 months, but I'm working on it on how to find an income stream that I could earn more than I earned for the past 2 months. So meaning I already have a plan because of course I already have also my emergency fund. So that's why I can still pay my apps now. But it's limited, so I have to make sure that before the emergency fund will be depleted, I can now go back to my income stream, okay? So financial experts recommend having at least 3 months worth of basic living expenses in an emergency fund. So I'm on my second month of being non-employed, not employed. I still have 1 month to find a job. Okay? I'm talking to myself. I don't know. How about you? This is real show, real talk. Okay? Planning for retirement. Most financial planners suggest setting aside at least 10% of your take-home pay each month. Okay? Let's talk about it later, soon, God willing. But now let's just talk about the 5 components. Saving for a big purchase like home, paying off your personal debts, and that's what I need to do. So I will not be stressed. Okay? Number 4, we're almost done. Borrow. Borrow from credit cards, loans, and your credit score. I'm talking about here situations sa USA and in some other developed countries and first world countries kasi credit card is part of the, business here. But in other countries, like in the Philippines, sometimes it's hard to get a credit card because nga, wala nga masyadong income. So, at iba rin yung kanilang, I don't know about this banking system yet, but here, it's easier to have a credit card compared to when I was in the Philippines. I only have 1 credit card in the Philippines. Dito, manuktok pa sila just for you to get a credit card. Uy. Kaya dumami tuloy yung utang ni Mother B. Okay, I'm inviting fans to watch our live soon. Okay, Bigo Live, please, please, please. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the beans. Thank you for all your sharing about the Mother B show. I appreciate you. Oh, I almost throw my microphone. So, even if you're a diligent saver, remember, even if you're a diligent saver, I'm talking about number 4, borrow. At some point, you may have to borrow money to cover large expense like a home or car. Because you cannot get a car, mostly if you can buy a car in cash, but why do you need to buy it in cash when you can borrow, right? Maybe you borrowed money as a college student, which dito issue yan, yung mga college loan, and currently dealing with student loans or credit card debts, or student loan, I mean. Borrowing, is it necessarily a bad thing? Yeah. The bad thing is not paying what you borrowed. As long as you know how to compare loans and maintain a healthy credit score. So, awa ng Diyos. Awa ng Diyos. Thank God. Mother B has a healthy credit score naman. No? Thank God. Kaya that is really my goal, to make sure that we have a healthy credit score. So people will trust you to let you borrow, right? And it also affects your job. If you apply for a job, if you apply for anything, if you have a bad credit score, if you apply for a lease, or if you want to rent a home here, sometimes they check your credit score. Oy. So you have to remember that. Okay? So in all this stuff, borrowing, let's take it one by one soon, God willing. But last but not the least is, oh, by the way, you have to remember, be careful in terms of checking where you will borrow, okay? Because keeping a balance on your credit card is one of the easiest way to track debt. But remember, take note of the percentage, the interest, no? Baka mamaya, just like a few days ago, I was like checking all my credit cards, and there's one credit card that is quite, questionable. I'm not ordering anything, but I'm paying interest. So I really have to contest that. You can contest if there are questionable charges naman. So you have to be watchful, knowledgeable on that. Last but not the least is protect. Preventing fraud, and take note, buying insurance. Okay? I'm glad that it is mentioned by the commission, no? Buying insurance, no? You're buying insurance not because you wanted to die already. Let me take out that negative stigma also, huh? Once you've set yourself up with a solid budget and investment strategy, it is important to protect money. You have to protect your money. You have to protect yourself. If you're not insured, and then you're the worker, you are the income generator of your family, and suddenly something happened to you like critical illness, or if you die and then you have lots of debts, what will happen to your family? Right? So it's now time to protect you first. Protect you. Yeah, you have to get your insurance. We're getting insurance for our car. We're getting insurance for our house. Why don't you get insurance for yourself? You're the one earning to pay for that car. And that's the tragedy. That's the irony. Many people doesn't have personal insurance, health insurance, and they have all the insurances like the home and auto insurance, but they're not insured. Meaning they're not planning. There's a missing component in the financial planning, which is protection. Okay? It is important to protect the money that you've made. No? Asset protection. This means regularly reviewing your bank accounts and credit card statements, and any mistakes or suspicious activity, just like what I've experienced. I'm going to be checking any suspicious activity. Many times that I have contested the charges because there are suspicious activities nowadays with this technology. There's a lot of, online scamming. So you better be careful, especially if you are dealing with internet banking, no? So keeping documents, passwords, etc. It's part of protection, but most of all, protect yourself in the event of emergency. Find the right kind of insurance. Honestly, I just have to divulge to you that I'm taking up now, no, review for my financial literacy and also my life insurance agent's license. Yes, that's part of financial planning. So I've been into the life assurance work before back in the Philippines. Now I'm reviewing both real estate and for life insurance for companies that I'm going to be working in the future, God willing. Because I don't want to wake up that my credit card is under my nose right now and trying to collect debts or payments from me. Yeah, I'm really serious. Now I'm in the stage 5 of this component. So how to assess your financial literacy? Last but not the least, an easy way to assess your financial literacy is to ask yourself. Of course. Who will you ask for? Experts? You have to ask yourself first. Am I ready? Am I gonna do this? Am I happy with what I am right now? With where I am right now? Am I okay with being depressed because I don't have money to pay for my debts? I don't know, but me, I'm not happy. I wanted to be free. I wanted to have financial freedom. How about you? Okay? So, ask yourself first, and of course, then assess and then ask somebody, or find the right resources, find the right mentors. Due diligence. Educate yourself. Nobody will help you except yourself, right? So yeah, that's it for today. We will tackle it, one by one, the 5 components very soon next week in our few episodes. But for now, thank you for coming to the Mother B Show, and let's do our shout out once again. Yes, yo. Thank you so much. that's for it. What's our takeaway? Financial literacy is connected with our mental health. And now we know what financial literacy is, to educate, the ability to know and to act on it and to plan. What are we going to do with our life? Okay. If you want to be happy, if you want to have financial freedom, then you have to plan, you have to study, and you have to know the 5 components. Number 1, earn. Number 2, what? Spend. Okay. When you end, you spend and you save. Then you save, and then what's the first one? Again, it's earn. Okay, spend, save, okay, borrow, protect. So we have 5 fingers. Earn, spend, save, borrow, protect. That's it. That's the 5. I have 5 fingers. I have 2 hands, the left and the right. Okay, that's it, Pansit. So, moving forward, I hope you like what we have talked about. And if you have questions, you're free to do so. Remember, it says learn to be disciplined. We have to discipline ourselves. We have to make sure we're educated enough to do financial planning by financial literacy. And because we won't always be motivated. Who's going to take care of our, nowadays, no? Though we're close virtually, but honestly, it's so hard to find kausap nowadays. Kaya I appreciate Charis for, spending time yesterday to, talk and chat, because nowadays it's a missing link right now. Oh my gosh. So now let's welcome ourselves to our shout out. Shout out. This is what you get when you are live, okay? So please bear with me. This is not recorded. Okay, welcome to our shout out once again. Thank you. Let's go back to our shout out moment, shout out time. No, let's change our music to shout out music. Go, go, go. There you go. Thank you. So we're gonna shout out our viewers in the Mother B Show. Thank you so much for watching. Our avid viewers, our suke, our birthday celebrants. Okay. So I mentioned that I have to check who checked the Mother B Show. Hold on, I'm just gonna remove this from my stream, okay? So yes, yo, thank you for watching the Mother B Show, for staying with me for an hour and 12 minutes. Oh my gosh. But I promise you, it's not going to be 2 hours more, okay? That's my promise usually. Because, I'm still adjusting, so I hope that we learn something. What's important is we learn something. Na disclaimer, I'm not pretending to be expert. We're learning together on this journey, okay? So I have to check who liked the Mother B Show also. Like Charis, thank you for watching. So we have Marcy Palawan, Charis, and then thank you also for sharing, no, Ma'am Inday, Manay Inday Zeni, thank you for Charis. Sandali. Ayan, Manay Inday Zeni, Eunice Nicole, thank you so much. Appreciate all your support. And then Coach Joy, thank you for watching. Eunice Nicole, Manay Inday Zeni. I hope you check out the Mother B Show in our Bigo Live, and hope to talk to you very soon. Sheila Rogers, Paging, Florin Payosing Salcedo, thank you for watching. Thank you, for coming by to the Mother B Show. Again, this show is all about appreciation, no? A part of the Mother B Show is thanking you, saying thank you so much, even you pass by for a few seconds. And I appreciate more if you can throw more beans there. Thank you. I hope I could meet the standard. But yes, so this show is just all about positivity and good vibes. Like, Mare, anong latest? Kaya nga ngayon, alas 12 na for sure, no? 12:09 in the evening. But in the evening, it's noon. It's already 1 o'clock there in the Philippines. So I really appreciate you standing by, especially those who are viewing back from the Philippines. Okay? And also our celebrants who are our birthday celebrants. Kasi I was not able to mention the celebrants the other day, but I have to mention now, otherwise when? Okay, by the way, happy birthday to the wife of Sir Harold Villalonga. Thank you so much. Let me see her name. Okay, si Kuya Jet, thank you Jetro for checking. I cannot touch my phone because I'm using the Bigo Live by the way. Okay, I need the birthday celebrants. Birthdays. Happy birthday to everyone. I haven't mentioned the birthday celebrants for a few days, so please bear with me. Randolph Bok Abarquez, happy birthday. Yes, today is his birthday. Annalisa Tolentino, Southeast Asia Heritage, happy birthday. Ma'am Susan Habard, thank you, happy birthday. Celebrating with Gloria and Damon. So, 3 days ago, birthday ni Manay Susan. Winnie Rice, happy birthday. And of course, si Irene Bonwaga, my neighbor, also happy birthday. Yes, Joyce Caballero, happy birthdays. Yes, birthdays today. Birthdays of my friends. Hanapin ko sa Facebook. Yes, and also, yes, as promised, Ashley Pins, hello. Thank you for joining and endorsing the Mother B Show. I appreciate you, dear. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for sending the support. I'm still learning, but you know, when you're there, I feel I'm comfortable because you're half Filipina. Regards to your mom. I hope I could meet your mom too. Yes, yo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ashley, for all the support. I really appreciate you. Jason Burns, Gaya 134, thank you for sending the love. James Cole, Matt Lone Wolf, are part of the agency. Ryan Scott, thank you. And welcome to the Mother B Show. Birthdays of my friends. Okay. And also, Johnny Dillard, Kingsley Bennett, Arlowus 101, John Lowery, SEXT, D. Ross, Cloud K, thank you. Thank you, Cloud K. Oh my gosh. Robert Smothers, welcome to the Bigo Live too. Ralph Borwell, Cloud K again, Gian, Alan Giron, Johnny Dillard, Trent Martin, Chansey Relay, Kingsley Bennett, okay? And sino pa yung mga birthday celebrant? Thundercracker, happy birthday. Si Tsunami. Of course, my biological sister, April Cornelia, August 29. Lexilyn Lumakin, August 29. Sandy Laksamana, August 29. Maria Patricia Naive, August 29. Happy birthday. Renante Kuya Dubs Dobluis, happy birthday. Our fashion designer, Joey Sendico, happy birthday. Of course, my cousin John Rob, happy birthday. Doc Sylvia Hangos, August 30. Judy Liu, happy birthday. Hugo Kinif, one of our exchange students back then from Belgium. Fredelito Texon, happy birthday po. Who else? Si Jackie Villa, happy birthday. So many to celebrate, right? Happy birthday to everyone. Jessril, Pastor Jessril, Yong Dumlao, happy birthday. Pretty Temay, oh my gosh. Maria Angela Dagani Artienda, happy birthday, August 30. That was yesterday. Marilo Monet Solidum. Of course, my friend who's in heaven right now, Mr. Kirby Go, happy birthday. Sir Omar P. Arellano, happy birthday. Rogelio Morales, happy birthday. Louis Lobrigat, happy birthday. Oh my gosh, so many birthday celebrants, and I'm so happy for you guys. And tomorrow is another day for birthday greetings. So thank you also, John Walker, Francisco Ruiz, William Weaver, FDR, GIF, Lisa, Ricky Modesto, Tendip, Malakain, okay, Bells, Teratin, Nixon, Jesse, 805008218, Handsome 48, Big Shark. Oh my gosh, so many people to greet. But again, remember, this show is about you. This show is about giving you the gratitude. Menchi, of course, our suke, maayong odto kanimo Mother B, gwapa liwat kaayo. Maoning giingon na mga inahan sa kanuna yung panabang, and also with you, Menchi, I love you, mwa. Please share to our Phil Canadians. To Manay Inday, she's living in Vancouver. So I hope magkakita-kita yung mga Filipino and mga friends of Mother B. How I wish you could invite Mother B there. What do you think? I wish I could do a live show there, no? Paging Manay Inday and Lilith Nazaire, Salazar, no? Baka gusto niyo invite si Mother B dyan. Yay! Whoever is in Canada, hello to our Canadian friends, hello to our Taiwanese friends, friends in China, friends in Australia, friends in the Middle East, friends where? Antarctica again? Friends in Copenhagen, then friends and families in Copenhagen, Denmark, Canangalete, my family, Oliverio family, the Almarines family, my sisters, brothers, my sister in Dubai. Oh, Mother B is everywhere. That's why I called myself Mother B, Mother Blagader, Mother, universal name for mommy. So for now, I have to say goodbye, and I hope you learned something from our day 3, no, of our Building Wealth Wednesday. It's like building wealth that starts being educated. Okay, that's the purpose of today's show and talk. And also plugging, I'm not yet done. Bago ang lahat, before anything else, let me plug to you what's going to be our calendar. Of course, and bottom line is we have to balance our wealth and our health. That's it. Okay? Balance our wealth and our health. Okay? If it's not balanced, that's another problem. Okay? So with that, we have the Brain Health Monday. Every Monday, please stay tuned. Then we have Believe Tuesday, spirituality, faith, and in connection with our brain and mental health. Of course, today, in connection with our pocket. We have to be educated. Financial literacy is very important. The 5 components is earn, spend, save, borrow, and protect. O, di ba? 5 fingers lang. So, we will talk more about it soon, God willing, next week. Himay-himayin natin yan. And of course, tomorrow will be Boost Mental Health Thursday. I'm thinking of identifying what are the mental illnesses and disorders so that we will know that what's the difference between symptom and disorder. So that we're trying to avoid stigma or negative mindset about people who are undergoing mental illness or mental health issues. Depression and anxiety is not an illness, it's a symptom. Remember that, okay? So, of course, Friday is fun, Building Back Friday. Oh, let me share to you also just a few good vibes as part of our Good Vibes Wednesday. Isama na rin natin ang Good Vibes Wednesday. Just to share to you, flex ko lang, before I came on board, I have this fun moment with my apo. Okay, look. See? That's my granddaughter, my daughter, and Mother B. So it's always fun to be having you in the show. And my granddaughter is very sip-sip. She said, Mamila, because she calls me Mamila. Mamila, you're 10/10. Oh my gosh! Buti pa yung apo ko, marunong mag-appreciate. I love you, Ismin, Zainab, blah, 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 blah. Mga aking mga anak, Isay and Loy, and my son here, Rufino, Rafael, aka Ino. Thank you so much. And of course, remember, I also will be doing as part of the earning opportunity, as part of learning our lesson earn. You have to earn to be not to be a liability. So I have my educational virtual tour sessions, gamified storytelling with Mother B. So you can book Mother B as your storyteller via Zoom. It's a paid booking, 45 to 1 hour session. So ipopost ko pa yung schedule and the rates, no? It's per person. We have group rates, we have individual rates, and we have school rates. Because I'm gonna do school tours via the virtual space. So that's very interesting, na? So gamified storytelling. So hopefully, and also with Bigo Live, I would be hopefully offering more contents, no, creative contents for everyone, so that you will enjoy watching the Mother B show. And it's worth it. This is a real thing, real deal, no? Again, that's the only thing I could offer, at least, no? Okay, so yes. And of course, Friday we would be having soon our Praise Jam too. So in Bigo Live, there will be a Praise and Worship Reflections morning, because of course, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything shall be added unto you. Added everything. So seek ye first the kingdom of God. And with that, also, we have weekend specials. If you want to book an event with Mother B and you want Mother B to be a part of your event, so I'm open for weekend specials. But for the meantime, it's just Monday to Friday. And of course, hopefully with our J. Hawkins Talent Agency, we are looking for more talents for the US and Canada. So Mother B is also searching for talents for J. Hawkins Agency. Yay! So I'm officially a host, no? Contracted host nila. So with that, thank you so much. Again, I can never do this without you guys. You are there. You're still watching. I really appreciate your time, your effort. Thank you for all the beans, the support, the endorsement. I cannot do this without you guys. Of course, to God be all the glory. And you are a blessing to me. Everyone is a blessing. And I hope it could be a blessing to you as well. And with that, see you tomorrow, God willing. And may God bless us all. God bless you. Babu.
Wannabe Show is a fun and informative lifestyle program that promotes positivity and good vibes.